Many of us must have received intimation under section 143(1) of the Income Tax Act regarding adding the income disclosed in clause 16D of the tax audit report, and due to this addition the total tax liability must have been increased. Now what is the solution to this particular automated processing of return by CPC, wherein the income disclosed in clause 16D of the tax audit report is added to your total taxable income? In my opinion, the only remedy to this issue is to file an appeal under section 154 of the Income Tax Act, and along with this appeal, one is also required to prepare a rectified return and file that with the appeal under section 154 of the Income Tax Act. I'll be now presenting a video prepared by a senior chartered accountant, CA Prakash Chopra sir, wherein he will be explaining how to prepare this rectified return and how to file this appeal under section 154 of the Income Tax Act, so that this particular issue will be resolved and whatever additional demand raised by the department will be rectified. So please watch this video and make your rectification accordingly.
In our profession nowadays, we have to be attentive on two fronts. One is on law and second is on technicalities of law. Because to know the law is different and to follow the technical aspects of law has become a now different aspect. Recently, due to change in software or utility provided by the Income Tax Department, there has been certain changes in the way of presenting the things in the return of income, which was not explained to any of the professional prior to filing of return for the AY 2021-22. But when we first received the intimation from the department that there is some adjustment needs to be done, for which we submitted the response online that the adjustment is not required to be done because that income has already been offered to tax. But I doubt whether there is any mechanism to read the response we submit, because if the response submitted by all the professionals all over India would have been read by the departmental officers at CPC, perhaps the adjustment would not have been done, because they would have understood that this is a universal problem. But it has not been done, so I am of the opinion perhaps whatever you write is not read, and what is read is what you feed in a JSON file, and that is more alarming. Now what happened? After giving the response, we have received intimation making adjustment to the income of other income. Now under audit report, we report two items, column item 16D of tax audit report and 16E of tax audit report. Any other item of income not credited to profit and loss account is shown in 16D, and capital receipt is shown in item 16E. Fortunately, on 16E item there is no problem. There is no adjustment being made by the department, thankfully. But 16D, as we know, profit and loss account relates to business, but the capital account is relating to his all affairs of income. So other income, what is not contributing related to business, is credited to capital account, say salary if you have received house property rent, income from other sources like interest, dividend, capital gains and all. Now we credit these income to capital account and show it under 16D. Up to AY 2021 there was no problem. But since 21-22, the computer CPC software utility has read it in a different way. It thought that whatever is shown in 16D must be there in the return of income under the head business, which is not possible for various reasons best known to professionals. But since computer is what it is taught, and this is how it works, computer. So it has been taught in a particular way. This is how the computer reads what you teach it. So now this what the present system is reading and how to solve it. There is one solution which is given by Income Tax Department itself, and we have done that adjustment, and we have seen that the 143(1) intimation with nil demand with same income, returned income has been received. So under the head business income, normally what we are using is a software through which we prepare the return. So now as I am giving it on Tax Pro, the same thing will be with any other software also. We show profit and loss account as per P&L account here. Then we have a add less option. Under add less option, if depreciation is debited to P&L account, we show add it to the income. If it is credited to P&L account, we reduce it. This we are doing because in the earlier software that was being done. So we are doing it this way also. And now additionally what we have to do is any other item of income or addition under section 28 to 44 DA. So whatever income we have reported under item 16D of tax audit report, that we are adding here 432,510 in this case, and now it is comprising of 2-3 heads like income credited to profit and loss account considered under other heads of income. So we have selected it. Then we have here option if it is under other sources other than dividend income, dividend income. If it is capital gain, you can show it in capital gain. If it is house property, you can show it in house property. And if it is salaries, you can show it in house salaries. Whatever income. Under salaries also, your salary may be 1,50,000, but after standard deduction it would be say 1 lakh. So what you have to show is here the gross salary 1,50,000, and this way you have to make deductions. And if it is there is a exempt income like agricultural income, PPF interest, then it is giving you two options: share of income from firms, share of income from AOP, BOI, 10(2)A it is exempt, and others. Now others includes agricultural income, PPF interest, interest accrued on Sukanya Samruddhi, etc. So you can reduce from here. What care you have to take is whatever addition you make and whatever deductions you make, it must tally and your income must remain same. That is whatever you want to offer under the head business income. Now you have to make sure also that it is offered under other heads of income, whatever you have shown. And then you have to go to return of income. When you go to return of income, what you will do is, for filing rectification, you will select rectification option here. After selecting rectification item, you have to put original return acknowledgement number, then original date of filing of return, and then notice date. Notice date is the last intimation you have received, that date. Maybe you file a rectification, it is rejected, then the last notice whatever you have received is to be shown. Then you have to make sure in other income. In other income, this 16D and 16E item should come. For that you can make one more adjustment over here if you want. I'll just take you back there. Under the business income, you have one option given here, that is other, business other, fill from audit report. If you click here, whatever item is appearing in 16D and 16E will come here. You have to save and go ahead with the return. If you fill from audit report that portion, then in the return, in item 5D of the audit report, here automatically it will be covered. After it is covered here, you have to make sure that in schedule BP. Under item 23 it will come. It must come here. Any other item of income, whatever addition you have done, deductions you have done there, that will come here, and your business profit will remain same as it was as per your original return. Then you have to see, save, validate and create a JSON file, and this JSON file you have to upload under the head rectification. One more difficulty in several cases we are noticing is, when we go to file rectification, although we have received intimation, on the portal under view written file it is showing under process. It is not showing that the order is passed. Although under outstanding demand it is showing a demand, and you are unable to file a rectification request because it will state that you cannot file rectification unless your return is processed. In such cases, what you can do is only file grievance or wait till the software, the CPC utility corrects it and shows this as a return process, then only you can file it. And mind you, rectification can be filed within 4 years, and fortunately n number of times the rectification is being accepted by CPC, thankfully. I think if we do all this, we may perhaps get rid of this, although it is additional burden on us. But now, just to cooperate with the department and to help our client in reducing his demand, and we'll have to be vigilant, see in whatever audit report returns we have filed, whether there is any demand raised in such a way, and if the demand has been raised, we'll have to see that demand is reduced to nil, so that our client is not put to any inconvenience. Otherwise, the CPC may adjust it out of the refund of any other years. I hope this will clear the matter. Thank you for bearing with me.